What is up, YouTube? Welcome to episode 15 of the Chaos Daily. So, I'm going to get straight into today. Some interesting stuff happened. Yesterday was a busy day for me. Got the Draco RC08 done, and also you saw the daily. And then I got most of the recording done for this episode. I got all the work done yesterday, busy day, and in the process I discovered something. I was getting started and working on the Long Easy again, ready for this episode. And what I was going to start doing was working on the fuselage. That was the plan. Well, I discovered some problems. Now, there's been a number of small niggly things all the way through this project. I've sort of been rushing at it like a bull in a china shop. I haven't really been giving much foresight to a lot of the things that I'm going to encounter down the pipeline. And this is mostly all my fault. A number of these little things, right? They're not major. I can work around them, but I'd prefer not to. This is going to be something that you guys are going to buy. So I want the quality, and it's going to be my first plane that I'm going to sell to you guys. So I need the quality to be up there, and I can't cut corners. So this little list of niggly problems has been growing and growing, and yesterday I discovered something shocking, something I don't normally do, because I normally check this, and I hadn't checked this. And this is just bad chaos. We're going to have a look at that now. So I'm going to jump to Inventor, and I'm going to show you why there's going to be some problems further down, especially for working on the fuselage and doing all the internal structure of the fuselage, making the shell form, why I didn't follow my own practices in creating shapes using freeform geometry, and I've created a monster. So I need to rectify that, and by rectify, I mean start again from scratch. So I've already done that. Don't worry, I've caught up pretty much. So let me just go over what was wrong so you can learn from my mistakes if you guys ever want to build your own aircraft this way. So let's jump into Inventor. Okie dokie. So here we have the Long Easy in all of its gorgeous glory. Well, there's some issues, right? When I want to use the shell tool to make this thing hollow, there are a number of different methods that I can use to do it. So far I've been using the internal shell method, which hollows it out from the inside, leaving an inside wall thickness. There's also the middle shell function, which does a little bit on the inside and adds a bit of wall thickness on the outside. And there's also the fully outside function, which just adds wall thickness to the outside and deletes the internal structure. That usually works the best, but in this case, and I'll show you why now, it wouldn't work in any three methods of the shell function. So when you're creating freeform geometry like this, when I normally do this, I normally hit this toggle smooth button, and it turns off the smooth function on all the vertices. This is important because you need to see what your base geometry actually looks like. This is a total lie. Mathematically, this is a lie. This is wool over your eyes. You should never believe what this looks like versus what the real geometry looks like. And I never checked that button, right? I never checked what my actual geometry looked like on this plane, and it's come back to bite me, right? Let's have a look. Now, please, if you have any children watching, you might want to take them out the room. This is difficult to look at. We have non-planar faces, we have clipping faces, we have inverted geometry, we have... It's just an absolute hot mess. It is complete flaming garbage. I can't even fix this. I tried. I had a go at trying to clean this up. It's not worth the effort. So that being said, let's just hide that atrocity of 3D modeling. I built the plane from scratch again, but I went into it with a different design philosophy. When I did this one, I sort of went off track with that whole custom EDF thing and all that business, and that's also come back to bite me because I can't design plane to do both things. I have to now design two planes. So I'm still going to do two versions, a custom EDF version and the standard one, but the overall airframe and structure is going to be largely the same. There's going to be very little differences between the two. And the reason for that is I've completely redone the whole EDF mounting system. Cleaned up the lines, made this thing so much cleaner. Honestly, I think it's a good thing that I discovered this problem and took the time to start from scratch. So, without any further ado, let me introduce you to the new and improved Chaos Long Easy. Let me know what you think. I'm mixed about it. I really liked that inlet geometry on the old design, but it's not conducive to what we are trying to achieve, and that is to make a plane for everyone to buy and print. So this is the new one. I've gone ahead and, as accurately and faithfully as I could, modeled the geometry for the FMS 70mm 12 Blade Pro. All its glory, modeled that up. I haven't done the motor. I still need to do that, but I'm going to wait until I get the actual thing in my hands and get some real measurements, because the website is conflicting, right? The website has this drawing, right? And then they also have this picture. Now, let's just look at these two images side by side, and you tell me where there's a little bit of a discrepancy in the overall dimensions of this freaking EDF. So I can't trust either of them, right? Because I have conflicting information, I can't trust either of them. So we're gonna have to just wait until the EDF arrive. That should be 11, 12 days, maybe, I don't know. But that gives me plenty of time to keep working on all the other internal stuff. Modifying this shroud and all the EDF, the attachment to the EDF mount, the way that I've done it is so much simpler. Like, I don't even, it's truly elegant, okay? I don't want to sound like I'm boasting, but it is truly elegant. It is literally the form that looks like this, and 2 revolutions and a fillet. That's it, 2 revolutions and a fillet. I can alter these parameters so simply without it messing up any of them, and because there's so few operations there in this, changing any of them, if it messes up, I only have 1 or 2 things to fix, and it is so much cleaner, it's so much more elegant, and I think it's just so much more aerodynamic. Overall, the way that I've gone about creating this shape is so much better, and I recorded it. So for the end of the video, enjoy the time lapse, and I'll see you on the other side to say goodbye. And yeah, I've got so much more work to do because I've got to catch up now. I've got to get all the wing spars and everything done. That should go so much quicker. That you can all see in the next episode. It should all be done. Front canards, wings, and probably even the main fuselage. I'll have it all done by the next episode. Yep, that's a promise, right? We will be caught up and ahead by the next episode. So sorry for this sort of like inconvenient delay where I've had to start again and it looks different if you were set on the other design and you don't like this new design. I am sorry, but this is the way we're going because it's just going to work better, and that's what's important. The quality of this will be so much better than the quality of the previous design. Yeah, enjoy the time lapse. there you go. That was pretty quick. That was like an hour and a half, 2 hours work that I put into that. And yeah, I'm feeling much better with this design. I don't have any of those like niggly little problems that I was facing with the other one, where I was like, I don't really like how I did that, or this just doesn't seem right to me. Something doesn't fit. I've got none of that with this design. It's so much cleaner, so much smoother. I'm not, like I said, I prefer the inlet geometry of the old design. That was gorgeous, but it would have been a pain in the ass, right? It's like any high-end car or supermodel. They are drama queens, and they're going to give you problems. So yeah, hopefully this is now going to be smooth sailing the rest of the way, and we have it up and ready, and I can go test it like in a month's time if I have a printer that's running. We shall see. Let's hope, right? Anyways, so if you haven't already, like, subscribe. I'm getting a lot of views, but not a lot of subscribers. Unless it's all my subscribers that are viewing and I'm not getting new views, I don't know. I'll have to go through my analytics. But yeah, like, subscribe if you can. It really does help out the channel. Check out my Patreon. There's a donation button down below if you don't want to do Patreon. Also, follow my Twitter. That I post lots of stuff on there. And yeah, I've been Chaos. And as always, expect the unexpected. And I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all my patrons that help support the channel. If you would also like to support the channel, there's a link in the description.